Hi, team. This is George. I hope everyone is getting a good foothold into their research project. And just know that it may very well seem stressful right now. So let's just go over these next two pieces that are due on Monday and flush these out a little bit. And everything's going to work out absolutely okay. So let's start with the IRB excluded research project form. I just click that. Uh, Here is the excluded research form. This is what you have to fill out. Um, Student, so you just have to put your name here. Project title, what you're titling your project. Is it the gum chewing or social norms, whatever it may be. The research question or hypothesis. So what are we trying to answer? So I believe the social norms was, I want to answer how people react when social norms are violated or something like that. So you put in a form of a question, or you can use the hypothesis if you like, whether you believe X, Y, or Z is going to happen. So far, just a name, a title, and then this is really one or two sentences here. Participants, you can add your participants here in just a few sentences. Um, if you're going to use family, say, I'm not using uh, a random sample. I'm using a selected sample from people that I currently know. These will include family members, this, that, and the other, and procedures. So one or two quick sentences. If you are using a random sample, say random sample collected from uh, people at my work location, people wherever. It's probably simpler if you use people It just seems to be that way. And for these excluded research uh, things, because we have to move kind of quickly on these. So that's how we would do that. Then the procedures for data collection. This is how I'm going to collect data. I'm going to ask person A a question. So put in normal language. It doesn't have to be in academic ease or anything else like that. Just what are you going to do? Step one, I'm going to email a survey. Step two, person will respond to the survey. Step three, well, actually, step one should be the informed consent. Step two should be, how are you going to interact with them? I'm going to be personally interacting, asking them questions. I'm going to present a story, whatever it is, on however you're going to collect that data. So don't make that a difficult thing. Just say what you're going to do in plain language. You don't have to dice it up at all. Just be authentic with what you're going to do. And then your instruments. I'm using a survey. I'm I will be transcribing notes from an interview. These are the interview questions, things like that. So just keep that in plain language also. And then that's it. So this should take you to think through it half hour to an hour at the most, just to kind of think through how you're going to do this, because you probably have answers to all of these questions already. So that is the excluded research form. You can get that to me. You could turn this into a Word document if you like, or you can type directly on the PDF if you have those capabilities. But those are the exact questions to answer. And then this piece is done. So then we go back. Let's jump back to week 3 one more time, because we also have our fantastic informed consent form draft. Now notice that's a draft, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Let's go to the overview here. Now what I do, you can either go to the IRB handbook, or you can go to this one that's already made. You want to keep this simple as well. Informed consent form. The Department of Psychology at, and then just remove Wagner College and put Azusa Pacific University College, supports practice protection of human rights, all that. This study will ask you to remember here, when you put down your procedures and your research question and a hypothesis. Whoops, sorry. This study will ask you to respond to multiple questions. things like that. So whatever you're going to ask them to do, if you have any answer reason why you should participate in this uh, participative applicable, please inform. So if you have any reservations about why you should not participate in this, please inform the experimenter and the study will end now. That's all it is. We'll require approximately and then how long it'll take. Then your name, supervisor name. Supervisor name is me. So George Hanshaw at ghanshaw@apu.uc.edu. Please indicate with your signature that you understand your rights, agree to participate in the experiment. It's that simple. Because you don't want to create all of yours from scratch, because when you do create it from scratch, then if this was the full IRB, they would have to go through and they would have to look at each piece so they know if it's coming from a template, all the legalities and everything are in place. So that is a big deal. And oops, I had an error downloading. Sorry. Okay, so if for some reason you can download the IRB, they have a sample in there too. You can use that sample. So don't try to come up with these from scratch. My advice to you, whoops, is to lose the herb sample that we, oh, there we are. Okay, sorry. My advice to you is use this and simply input University College, APU University College, and what the study will ask, fill in the different blanks there, and you are done. So that is my advice to you, because we don't want to, even if when I do these, I just copy and paste the informed consent form from the IRB, APU's IRB. That is just what we do because it makes it simpler and it gets it through IRB quicker because they know everything is there. So I hope this helps, because this part does take a little bit of thought. And if anybody is having any stress or issues with it, please contact me. I'm easy to get a hold of. You can text, email, phone. If I'm not able to answer the phone, just leave a message and I will get back to you. So this is just a few of our steps through this. And these are those kind of steps that are, that are the foundation of what we're doing, but they can seem overwhelming. So I hope this took some of that overwhelming out, and just have a great week and enjoy the process.